What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is the only sports podcast. That's right, the only sports podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there,
Right.
doing the cool kid anime
Doing
poses.
Yep.
This is, but no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. We did not just wear the same clothes for 4 days in a row.
Oh man,
and then
do I need to go and change?
Yeah. I am.
Wardrobe
right now,
I'm just kidding. I don't want to scare anybody.
or shoot our subscriber count just through the roof. We don't have the bandwidth.
I mean,
I've
been working on the Terry Crews chest pop. This one's pretty good.
A little bit, yeah. If our subscribers don't shoot up after that, I don't know what we're doing wrong. But if you're seeing this episode, on Monday,
sorry, I'm just staring at myself in the mirror, flexing my left pec. Can't do my right one. Can do my left one.
Yeah,
right.
If you're watching this episode on Monday, I'm dead, or I'm on a cruise. Most likely, I'm on a cruise, and I'm on a cruise, hopefully alive.
I'm so excited for you. I hope you're enjoying this cruise that you're on right now.
Yeah, it's so great. I'm having the time of my life. I've drank so many margaritas.
Are you in a Speedo?
I am in a Speedo. It's low cut. I could feel the.
What's the print?
I'm so tan.
What's the print?
See, leopard and cheetah are too basic, so I go.
You're supposed to say print. It's a giant falcon.
Giant falcon.
Just right across the cross. There, come on, man.
That would be cool. No, I'm wearing those that banana hammock where my dick is the elephant trunk.
The elephant trunk.
that's what I'm packing.
I'm not confident enough for that. No, just can't do that.
I'll tell you what, lose about 10 more pounds. If I lose about 10 more pounds, I could wear that. I would wear that to the beach. Yeah. I'm confident enough for that. But I'm also confident enough.
I'm not
confident
in myself. I'm just not confident in wearing a full trunk Speedo.
You always see that on the Strip or Fremont. Maybe I'll go down there, just makes a couple bucks, take a couple pictures.
Yeah.
Promote the podcast. That'd be a great way to promote the podcast.
Yeah, and then every now and then, use it. Right?
Exactly. But we are not here to talk about that. Sadly, I know we are here today to preview the rest of the NFC
intros.
South.
Our cold opens are always so good.
They're so good. Preview the NFC South. We just talked about the Panthers and Bucs for us minutes ago. For you listening on Wednesday,
I forgot everything.
Yeah. Now we are going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First up is the Atlanta Falcons. One of the most, biggest question mark teams going into this year. We'll talk about their new additions, but first we have to talk about what they did last year. So last year, this Falcons team, even though they finished the same record as the number 1 seed in the NFC South, they finished 3rd in the NFC South with an 8-9 record last season. They also offensively, let's just say they were medium. They were good. I don't even want to say good. They were definitely not great. They were mid. They were 14th in total offense with 333 yards per game. They were definitely below average in how many points they were putting up. 24th in scoring offense, only scoring 22.4 points per game. So obviously that was with Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix Jr. They brought in a new quarterback this year, Casino, Tua Tagovailoa. One of your favorite.
He's not ringing a bell. I don't know.
A guy we have said for years should have retired many seasons ago, just
because his bell has been rung way too many times.
I feel like about 3 more times than probably it should have been, where he should have been contemplating retirement.
I was never a big Tua guy, as a player. Never disliked him as a person, but dude, I feel for him, and I pray for him all the time. Please just give up football, man.
Well, because it's like a slow moving train where you know what's eventually going to happen and you're just powerless to stop it. Right? Like we're all tied to the Tua tracks on the train, and it's slowly coming, and we know one day it's going to hit, and there's just nothing we can do.
One
And
day
then
he's
we
gonna
have to
dock at
act.
CTE station.
Yeah, and then we have to act shocked or surprised if something happens to him again. Like it's just we're well past it. We're well past it. But outside of that, he does play quarterback, has not played a full season in has only played one full season his entire career, and that was on this point 3 years ago. So last year, 20-15 with the disastrous Miami Dolphins team. That's somehow going to be even worse this year. But
they're so bad.
When it comes to Michael Penix Jr. and Kirk Cousins, is Tua an upgrade over both of those guys?
I don't know. I truly don't know. I mean, his talent-wise, yes, because Kurt's always been a very middle of the road guy. He's always been my pick for fantasy because he always put up just static middle of the road numbers. I like
He's
him,
consistent.
But he's very past his prime. He should never got that big deal when he was down in when he was in Minnesota. He should never got that. But Michael Penix, I liked the guy. I liked what he did in college. You know, I don't know if it's there yet for him. He needs more time. He may need more years. So I think Tua is your best bet to start, and he is an upgrade because we've seen him be able to sling that ball, right? Our issue is, though, he can't stay healthy. He can't stay on the field because he's constantly getting clocked in the head. So he's an upgrade, but to what extent, right? He's an upgrade. I just don't know if that longevity is going to be there.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know if he's an upgrade, because last year in 9 games, Michael Penix, 60% completion percentage, 2,000 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Yes, right,
but bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. But Penix had Bijan Robinson, right? Mm-hmm. He had Drake London. He had Algier. Like he has pieces, right? He's got pieces. He had pieces.
One more time.
Pieces. I'm just gonna do it like that. I was trying to think of my next thought. And then Tua down there in Miami, dude, that was a broken team. It's just a broken team, man. So why, like, it's been broken. It's been a broken team for, I'm gonna say it again, been a broken team for about 3 years, and if not longer. So I do think it's gonna be a slight upgrade because he's got better weapons. He's got a team that isn't great, but at least the organization's trying, unlike the Dolphins, who just seem to have given up.
Yeah. And also, again, the upgrade really, I think, offensively is going to be with the coaching, because getting Kevin Stefanski in there, we saw what he did with much less talent in the Browns. He had that miracle season with Joe Flacco, where you give him a competent quarterback and some weapons, he was able to make that offense very manageable. Right now, He goes to a team where you look at the Falcons. I mean, we were talking about the Panthers and Saints, and we were just going, I don't know if they have guys, here or there, blah, 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 blah. You look at the Falcons and you just go, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts to a certain extent. You just go, I like their pieces. Like, offensively, yes, their offensive line is not good and is not projected to be good, but I think if they are just good enough, like, just get the ball into your playmakers' hands, and everybody likes these pieces. If your team got Bijan Robinson or Drake London, you would be like, oh, we upgraded, right? Yeah. Like, we got better at those positions for most of the teams in this league. So I do think that offensively, they're going to be, I don't want to say a juggernaut, but I could see them much closer to being a top 10 to top 5 offense in this league.
They showed flashes of it last year, right?
Yeah.
They showed flashes of, I mean, that one game where Drake London went off, that one game where Robinson went off. Like, dude, they have the power. They have the power. But I watched He-Man again yesterday. It's so great.
That's a good show.
It's so good. But yeah, I mean, they do have the pieces there to get it done, and bringing in to an organization that has a little bit more oomph in their giddy up, right? Trying
Mhm.
to get going. That I could see this being a slight upgrade. I know you said, yeah, you don't know if it is. Tua's got more talent, I think, than the aging Kirk Cousins, or let me not aging, aged Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
He's aged. He's not aging. He's already there. And then Penix, who doesn't really have that big Penix energy like he used to. It's kind of small Penix energy. Sorry, I had to get that in there. And you bring in Tua. I think this is a slight upgrade, and they can put up some massive numbers, man.
Yeah. Again,
Sorry.
no, I agree with what you're saying. I
Even
think
the small Penix part.
I agree with all of it. I agree with all of it. But again,
I'm having
there's
a lot of fun
also
today. This has been a great day. I've been talking to my friends literally for the last like 4 hours, and it's been a very therapeutic day, and I've enjoyed everything.
but
It's great.
also we're acting like we didn't say, or we didn't just point out that Tua hasn't played a full season in 3 years. So we will
Oh yeah.
likely see Michael Penix run this Kyle Stefanski offense. And are we kind of slow rolling towards a Bryce Young situation last year where it was Bryce Young didn't look good. He got benched for an older, more experienced quarterback. That quarterback gets knocked out of the lineup for whatever reason, and then all of a sudden goes on this surge. Like, I could see a very likely scenario where 7 to 8 games into the season, all of a sudden Tua gets knocked out of a game. Michael Penix comes in and then never looks back. Right. And then everybody just goes, oh, Michael Penix is who we were hoping he was. Tua is who we have always known him to be, which is an injury prone quarterback who doesn't play full seasons of football. Like, I think that's a very likely scenario for, oh, Michael Penix, we had him here the whole time. He just needed to sit and learn, this offense. And all of a sudden, Bijan looks great. Drake London's one of the best wide receivers in the league. Kyle Pitts has now finally emerged as not the best tight end in the league, but at least a viable tight end in the league, which he hasn't been for, his entire career. Because again, he came out of college and everybody was like, this is the next Antonio Gates. This is the next Tony Gonzalez. And he just has never lived up to the hype, even though he is 6'6", 250 pounds. That is, he should be the second option on this offense behind Drake London, but he never is. Even though last year, 928 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's his best year by far since his rookie year. So maybe he finally figured it out. Again, will I draft him as my backup tight end in the last round of the draft? If he's there, absolutely, because
in
I
the
do
last round of the draft.
That's what I got him in as last year. He was the last pick in the draft last year for me, and he ended up being pretty good.
Well,
but
if I'm one pick ahead of you, he's there at the end of the draft. I am excited to play you this year. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, we got to do something on the show.
We do our drafts. What are you doing? You're off that Sunday when we draft, right?
Yes.
20. I'm supposed to be driving back. If I can get time off work at my other job, I'm going to be coming back. Come by where I work on the Sundays.
Oh, we can do it together live.
I will be working, but I will give you my phone, and I will let you could tell me who's available at that time and do my pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll be busy at that spot. We're still in the dead season, you know that in Vegas, but I think that would be good. I could tell you who I want, at least.
Yeah. And then I can swoop in and steal them out from under you.
Yeah,
and maybe I'll undercut you the entire draft. Yeah, that'd be great. I love this idea.
Come on, don't be a dick.
Yeah, but
because of my sleeper league that I did that just started, so frustrated. I had to work, and half my team was auto drafted, which was great.
But I mean, most of the time, those are the teams that win. It's always the
I'm not
ones where
I
you
will
have a
send it to
plan.
you. I'm not mad at my team, but again, this is the team now. This is my team, and then we'll do the draft. The draft picks and all of that, and we'll have to do trades if we want to get rid of any players. So, like, this is my team. So I think I did okay.
Yeah. Back to the Falcons casino. um, we we always do this, and you know what? I like it. That's what makes our show our show.
Yeah, it makes our show. And again, I'm not here for this podcast. I'm here to talk to my friend. I enjoy you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what? Right back at you, buddy.
No, thanks.
And you know what? Great hat today.
Oh, thanks.
Great hat. I like that color.
All right, hold on.
What is it for? What is that logo?
It may or may not be a place that I currently work for or used to work for.
Oh, see, there you go. Great hat. But when it comes to the Falcons defense casino, they were 15th in total defense, allowing 326.6 yards per game.
I find it funny to say mid every time when it is mid.
19th in scoring defense, 23.6. It is funny now going through the entire NFC South, and you just go, oh, yeah, all of them were like middle of the pack on both offense and defense, and all of them were 8-9.
Yeah.
Just go, yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense how all of them were in the middle of the league and all of them were have won as many games as they lost. But when it comes to the Falcons defense, we just talked about it, 15th last year. Do you think this defense improved or devolved this offseason? Because
pause right there. So
So based on all that, Casino, do you think this Falcons defense improved enough this offseason, or do you think they'll still be a middle of the pack defense?
Again, I think it's going to be that middle of the pack defense in division. They're going to compete within division, but it's still going to be middle of the pack compared to the rest of the NFL, right? Everybody outside of the Panthers have a very easy strength of schedule this year. Like we were talking, who was it? The Saints have the second easiest. I got to pull this back up. Saints had the second easiest. Then we had the Bucs had the 12th, and the Falcons, I mean, they have the fourth easiest. I went right by them. So yeah, in division, they're going to do just fine. And with that easier schedule, you don't need a super crazy, defense or offense to put up some W's. As long as you're at least middle of the road, you're going to do all right. And, with the pass rush, they added Samson. I can never say his last name. Ibukam. I don't know.
Great attempt.
Thank you. To help boost the pressure on that edge. And, that's a good bringing that in. They do have the rookies coming in the backfield with their second round pick, Avion Terrell. We'll see. I think this team, I think every single one of these teams in this division are slowly getting better, and they're putting some pieces in. Nobody's like wowing me, but they're all doing a little bit better, and they're getting a little bit more pieces in every aspect of the game that they need. And we're just going to see all these teams continually to grow at the same time until, it's going to be whoever wins enough to break the other team's backs to where they're like, okay, now we got to reshape again.
Yeah.
But I think it's also they're doing the same trajectory and same progress all together all at the same time.
Well, it's also one of those things where last year the Falcons were second in the league in terms of sacks on defense, only behind the Broncos. So they had 57 sacks last year. They were also sixth in the league in defensive interceptions. So it's a very opportunistic defense.
Yes.
And again, a large part of those sack numbers, pressure rates, all that kind of stuff was because of James Pierce Jr., the rookie from Tennessee, 10.5 sacks last year. He's only going to get better. He's only going to improve. Yeah. I think this defense has the potential to be a better defense than they were last year, because on paper, they should have been better than just middle of the pack. They had, again, the second most sacks in the entire league, only behind the Broncos. That when we talk about the Broncos, their defensive numbers were insane last year. So to be second in the league to only a team that was like out of this world defensively in any stat, I think is impressive. So I do like the Falcons defense. It really comes down to, for me, their offense. Can they protect Tua enough? Again, Tua went from one of the worst offensive lines in the league to one of the second worst offensive lines in the league. Like, he didn't improve his standing at all. So again, we've seen what Tua is when he gets banged around, which is a guy who can't stay healthy, can't stay on the field. We've seen this defense again be
or should be off the
opportunistic.
field and is forced back on the field.
Yeah, exactly. But so really this all just comes down to, I think what's going to come down to it for most of the NFC South teams, if not all of them, which is their schedule. So we look at their schedule, and for the Falcons, I actually kind of like their schedule. They don't really play any hard teams on the road outside of at Green Bay on a Thursday night game. Outside of that, they play Baltimore at home, they play Chicago at home, they play San Francisco at home, they play Cincinnati and Kansas City at home, they play Detroit at home. Every single hard game they have, they play at home. So they don't play any hard games on the road out of division outside of Green Bay. So you look at,
that's a good
when
point.
you look at when we just talked about the Saints, like the Saints, it was like they're playing all their hard games on the road. So in a division where one win, a half a win basically separates you from third place or winning the division. Like, if the Falcons again, and also I don't think the upgrade is that significant from Tua to Michael Penix Jr. So even if Michael Penix Jr. is in there for a Tua, I still think a Michael Penix led offense in a Kevin Stefanski offensive scheme, I think that's going to work. Because I mean, would you take Michael Penix right now over Joe Flacco? Like, I would, and Joe Flacco flourished in that offense. So I don't know. I think the more and more I look at it on paper, I might be picking the Falcons of all teams in this division to win the NFC South.
Dude,
but again,
we've said that about the last 3 teams.
I know.
Every single team. So
you can really just make the case for all these teams where you just go,
I'm really excited.
This is going to be a good regular season. Any last thoughts on this Falcons team, Casito, or can we move on to our last team in the NFC South?
I think that they should send you more Speedos for representing the Falcon Speedo while you're on vacation right now.
You know what? Whatever team wants to send me a Speedo outside of any NFC East team outside of the Eagles, I'll wear it. I'm not wearing a Cowboys.
You wouldn't wear a giant star on your crotch or on your butt?
No, because much like the franchise, it's a rating. So everybody be like, that only got 1 out of 5 stars.
You're right. It wouldn't be on the butt either because, you'd be wearing it up the butt.
Yeah.
But still.
That's true. No, yeah. So no, it wouldn't work. Star in the front or back would work. It'd look weird. I'd need 2 stars, 1 on each cheek.
One on each cheek. That's a double star.
But let's move on to the last NFC South we have to talk about, Casito, and that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they finished 8-9 after a monumental fall off.
Wait, is this deja vu? I feel like we've talked about a lot of 8-9 teams.
Yeah, this may shock you. They were an 8-9 team from the NFC South last year. They finished second. Offensively, they obviously lost Mike Evans, which we'll talk about in a second, but also offensively, they were there we go. They were 21st in total offense, which is shocking because I feel like they had obviously the best quarterback in that conference, or not conference.
Again, it was early on. It was those first 8 games, the first half of the season.
They were the NFC Colts.
They were the NFC Colts. Still, the Colts still finished in the top 10 in every offensive category.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like top 8 in every category, whatever it was. It was nuts.
So they were 17th in scoring offense, but let's talk about it, Casino. Baker Mayfield. Do you think Baker Mayfield is a quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with?
I don't know anymore. I mean, him moving down to Tampa was such a great thing for him, right?
Mhm.
He showed up. He stopped doing as many commercials, maybe local commercials, but he stopped doing the
Even
commercials.
though those commercials were good.
They were
Those are
so
good
good.
commercials,
The
man.
one where he was watering the plants and like they had the little dish sesh with all the other ladies. It was so good, and they were gossiping. Like that was one of the best ones ever. Like Baker at home was just so good. That was brilliant. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, he's improved a lot. He seems that he wants to win. I thought he was going to do it last year. I watched the undercover thing that Eli Manning put on, and he had that gusto of he was going to do good this season. And that first half of the season, he was great. And you and I were talking about him being an MVP candidate by the end of the season. And then with how he fell off, I just don't think he's got it in him. I don't think that he has it in him. Can he do enough to win games? Sure. Can he do it to win the Super Bowl? I don't think so. I just don't.
The fall off from his last or from 2024 in Tampa Bay compared to last year in Tampa Bay is insane and really shows how much this team was dealing with injuries and just bad luck, really. Because in 2024, Baker Mayfield had 4,500 yards on the dot, 41 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. That is insane. That is an insane number. Last year, 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So we fell off by almost 1,000 passing yards.
Damn.
And what about 15 touchdowns? Like that's
a lot.
insane.
That's a lot.
Crazy. And he threw for about the same amount of attempts. So it's not even like he threw the ball so much more 2 years ago than he did last year. He threw about the same amount of balls. So when you look at Baker Mayfield, I don't know. Like you have to look and be like, did he already hit his peak in Tampa Bay? Like, is it now just downhill?
I think he's hit his peak in Tampa Bay. I do. I mean, they brought him so far along from where he was previously, and I was excited about him in Tampa. Everybody got excited about him in Tampa. He started really showing how aggressive and fun quarterback that he could be. And yeah, I just feel like at the end of last season, he just kind of fell off a cliff. Because even the season before, you and I were really high on him, right? And he was playing well. And it just fell off a cliff, man. Just fell off a cliff.
And that was mostly due to basically everyone in his offensive line, all of his wide receivers being out for significant parts of the season. So they were one of the bad luck injury teams last year, obviously not named the 49ers. But when you look at this offense now, they obviously lost Mike Evans, who was, again, I feel like also kind of past his peak. Because
he's been past his peak for a while.
Yeah, and it was kind of doing that thing where it was like Mike Evans is no longer the best wide receiver in the league. He's just the guy that gets you 1,000 yards a season. Like that became the whole narrative where it was just like, well, he's going to get 1,005 yards to keep the record.
He was like a mid 2 receiver.
Yeah. And who they did have step up was Mbuka, was Chris Godwin, was
Mbuka had a hell of a season.
Yeah. So when you look at the rookie, obviously 2 years ago, but when you look at their offense, Casino, how much do you think the Mike Evans departure is going to hurt this Bucs passing attack?
And I will answer that after the break. I have to go home. Brittany, you just got home.
So after the departure of Mike Evans, the breakout rookie season by Mbuka, Chris Godwin has been there for what feels like forever. How do you think this offense is going to fare this season, Casino?
I think it's going to do well, honestly. I don't think with Evans being out, it's really going to change all that much, just because they have good pieces, right? Just like every single quarterback and team in this league, they have some offensive pieces. Ouch. They have some offensive pieces. They just need to get the rest of the team back together, right? And I really like this team. I like this team. I like all these teams that are in this division. But with Evans going out, he struggles to stay healthy. He wasn't always out there. And when he was, you could tell that he has aged, right? He should have left when Tom Brady finished playing. but he didn't. And he's just not the same productive wide receiver, right? This last year was the first year where he didn't hit over the 1,000 yards, right? So most of that due to his health, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an impact. I really don't. Because Mbuka has showed up, and boy, oh boy, has he flashed and showed that he is going to be a number one receiver in this league on some team, whichever team he's going to do. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about their offensive power. I'm just worried about the team gelling pretty much with every single one of these teams, right? There's either one or two things that concern me about all the teams, and then the biggest question mark is just how does the team gel as they progress.
Yeah. Well, it's also
with the Bucs digress a little bit.
Yeah. And with the Bucs, honestly, with every team in this division, it really comes down to whose offensive line do you trust, whose coaching staff do you trust. All of them just big question marks, except when it comes to offensive line. Bucs are going to have a good one. Saints are going to have the best one. Panthers are going to be right in the middle. And then Falcons are going to have one of the worst. So again, I want to pick the Falcons because I like their defensive and offensive pieces probably more than any other team in the division. But offensive line, especially protecting the quarterback, is going to be huge. That's why Baker Mayfield's numbers fell off so much last season, is just he didn't have anybody to either throw the ball to or stop him from getting driven into the ground. So if that offensive line can stay healthy, I like Mbuka. I like Bucky Irving. We haven't even talked about. They also got my guy from Philadelphia, Kenneth Gainwell, who I always loved as a change of pace back, who spent last year Steelers, started his first 4 seasons with the Eagles. I think that will be a nice 1-2 punch. Obviously, everybody loves Bucky Irving. He's going to go in maybe the first round, definitely early second round pick for most of the drafts for fantasy football. So I think their pieces the most out of anybody in this division. And obviously they have the best quarterback in that division, even if he's coming off, a year that wasn't as stellar as what we assume is his peak with the Bucs. I still think you have to go, well, he's clearly the best quarterback in that division, even if you like.
I still think so.
Yeah, even if you think Tyler Shuck's going to take this huge leap and then nobody's picking Tua as the best. But let's move over defensively to talk about the Buccaneers, Casino, because their offense was plagued by injuries. Their defense also a little plagued by injuries, but still, when we look at this Bucs team, we have Vita Vea, who is all of us, right? All of us will get here eventually. 19th in total defense, 337.2 yards, 20th in scoring defense.
I just caught it. I just caught on.
Yeah, I just meant body shape.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm like, what does he mean? Oh, as I look in the mirror right now, and I'm like, oh man. Here, let me do the pose.
347 pounds. That is, that's insane.
No, I mean, that's no Vince Wilfork, but whatever.
I mean, that is true. Also, 347 pounds at 6'4". I feel like that's the difference maker right there. Like 6'4" is not big enough to be that, is not tall enough to be that big. I think that's honestly what makes him so good.
That's why his shape is his shape.
Yeah. I don't know a single human that's built like this. This is that it's
you want me to stand up?
Yeah. One more summer and then Casino's almost there. He's about there. A couple late night in and out visits between here and next season, and we're going to be rolling out the Vita Vea of Casino.
Well, I think I've said before on this podcast, one of my most demoralizing moments ever was in and out, and I drove home late. It was they closed at 1:30, and so I got there right before close, and then I go and I'm now eating in my truck, and it was a full parking lot, and you just see 5 other vehicles with little lights on, and so everybody is eating in their truck eating in their vehicle because they're scared to go home and have the evidence of eating that late. And I was like, Oh, we
You're
just look
like,
like a
I
bunch of
wish
we're
this
like
is
just a
too
bunch of
relatable.
yeah, we're just a bunch of depressed fireflies out here. Oh. But
Oh.
anyway, moving on from my sad stories.
Yeah. You're really bumming us out, Casino.
I know it's been a day. It's been a day. I'm having fun. We're having fun.
But back to the Buccaneers defense,
You better
Casino.
not cut that out.
Oh no, that's staying in.
That's staying in.
That's too relatable to cut out. But so let's look at the Tampa Bay Bucs schedule compared to everybody else. Obviously, we just talked about the Panthers. What was the team we just talked about? We talked about the
Was the
Falcons.
Falcons?
Yeah, we just talked about the Falcons playing everybody good at home.
You talked
The
about the
Bucs-
Panthers a while ago. Come on, get it right.
I know. The
Or
Bucs,
they're up and coming. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna release this.
Yeah, we're recording this as one. It's going to be 4 days apart, so that'll be fun. I just keep referencing something that just happened, where people are like, "That happened 4 days ago." But the Week 1 matchup for the Tampa Bay Bucs is at Cincinnati. That might be a sleeper pick for most interesting game Week 1. I haven't looked at the Week 1 schedule recently, but that's a pretty damn good Week 1 matchup, especially as a 10 a.m. game. We're starting Week 1, Game 1 with Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Cincinnati Bengals. That is a hell of a Week 1 matchup. Actually, you know what? Let's just look at Week 1. We keep referencing these team schedules. Week 1, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati. Then we get Saints, Lions, same time. Baltimore Colts. There's a lot of we already talked about Bears, Panthers. There's a lot of interesting Week 1 games.
It's intriguing all in all, right? Everybody wants to know where the teams lie, right?
Yeah. Well, these are all the Week 1 10 a.m. games. It's Buffalo Bills at Texans. These are all great games. Wow. I didn't realize how stacked Week 1 was. Because remember before, it was, I think last year, we were just Week 1, there's not really a lot of games here. This one, I'm going to have 9 TVs going to watch all these games. There's also interesting
9
ones where
TVs it's and 10 different streaming apps. Somehow that maths.
Yeah. Let's see. They're all, 2 of them are on Fox, 2 of them are on CBS. There's obviously ESPN. Ugh. We also got to cheat the system this year, Casino. We got to work on our Sunday ticket. We got to pay half.
I don't know if we're doing it this year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We should do half. We should get 5-6 guys together, all put it onto YouTube.
But you can't. We'll talk about this after this show. You can't. You can't do that because it goes off of. You have to put in your area code and all of that, and it links with your internet and your area code. But
I think if you get YouTube Premium, we can do a family premium account where everybody is on the same system. I'll look it up. After the show.
But it still won't be Sunday ticket. Will it be? I don't know. Moving on.
I'll look into it. But as far as strength of schedule goes, this Buccaneers team, they are kind of middle of the road. The 21st, either easiest or hardest schedule, however you want to look at it. The 21st hardest schedule in the league. So they might luck out on being a team that should have potentially won their division. Obviously, they had the same record and then lost the tiebreaker to the Panthers, who ended up winning that division. But they honestly might luck out and just get an easier schedule than obviously the Panthers have with the same record, and then win this division this year instead of what they should have done last year. Because you look at their schedule right now, at Cincinnati, they are one of the few, I think maybe the only NFC South team that plays Green Bay at home. And then all their road games, Dallas, they're playing on a Thursday night. Weird stuff happens Thursday night. They play in Chicago, in Detroit, in Baltimore. They play the Rams at home. That's not crazy. I don't feel like any of those their schedule's not looking insane. Obviously they're playing hard teams, but Everybody.
But again, I think what I said, they had the 11th. Yeah, the 11th or 12th. 12th. It's going to be okay. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
They got some W's in there. They got some W's in there, or at least competitive.
It all comes down to if that offensive line can stay healthy. We've already seen what Baker Mayfield can do in this offense, which is put up 40 touchdowns. So he can be a MVP type caliber quarterback if his offensive line stays healthy.
We're going to say he's MVP through 6 weeks, and then
he's going to fall off a cliff.
Yeah,
that's always what happens. We get super hyped for guys 6 weeks into the season, and then they completely disappear, and it just ends up being the same people over and over again. But as far as this Bucs team, much like every other team in the NFC South, they could win this division. I think this is the only team where I would be like, at the end of the season, barring injuries and all that kind of stuff, if this Bucs team was the worst team in the NFC South, that's really the only outcome in the NFC South that would surprise me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because if it's Panthers are worst, if Falcons are worse, if Saints are worse, I wouldn't be shocked. If the Bucs are the worst team in the NFC South, and I'm not talking, they all finish 8-9 and it's just how tiebreakers work. I'm talking if they are 6-11, if they're 5-12, I feel like I would be shocked.
Yeah, that's fair.
No,
that's fair.
Anything else to put a pin in the NFC South talk, Casino, before the start of the season? I do think Super Bowl bubble. I don't think any of these teams would qualify.
I'd agree. Yep, they're not even on the outskirt bubbles. Nope.
Yeah, I don't think they even make the graphic.
No,
I don't.
Yeah, they popped, or they haven't even formed. The bubbles haven't even formed.
They're outside the bubble. Actually, you know what? Let's bring up that Super Bowl bubble, because this is the Super Bowl bubble going into this regular season, or going into week 1. This is the last. No, this can't be the last one. Because 49ers, I don't feel like I would put there. Bengals, maybe this is the last one.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure it out. But look at all those bubbles.
When did I make this
graphic? Look at that graphic. Figure it out, Colin.
So much better than the things you see on TV for
figure it out, Colin.
Bubbles of. I don't understand it. But yeah, I don't think I would put NFC South teams even on the outside bubbles over anybody. I might have to redo the Super Bowl bubble before week 1. We'll talk about it. But on that note, Casino, anything else to add, or can we get out of here?
Number 1, no onion, pink lemonade.
Well, you know what? I took time out of my cruise to come do this, so I should get back to my cruise and
have a good one.
I was going to try to do an episode from the cruise, but I was like, that didn't work out too well last time.
It did not work out at all. Yeah. It was horrible.
So that's why we're doing
and then when I take a cruise in November, look at us cruise buddies. When I take a cruise in November, you're going on one that I'd rather go on. I mean, kind of. I mean, I'm excited to go on a Disney cruise, but also a cruise just me and the wife. It'd be nice.
Yeah. It would be nice. And I know people are going to suggest it. No, it's not a swinger cruise. It's just a regular, boring adult cruise with no children. And most of the entertainment is
a swinger cruise. Any cruise without children.
Well, also, when we went on the family cruise last year, I've never been on a cruise in my life. Now I go just yearly, apparently. But when we went on the cruise last year, there was a bunch of people that had the pineapples on the doors on just a family cruise. So I was like, that's weird. So I can't even imagine how many pineapples we're going to see on a adult cruise.
The pineapples... Got it.
They signify swinging and all that kind of stuff, which...
See, I didn't know that. You're already above me on this game.
Oh, I didn't know that either until...
Above me? I don't know.
Well, that's a pineapple for a different show.
Pineapple for a different day.
But yeah, we went on the cruise and I was just like, what the fuck are all these pineapples on these doors? And then I Googled it, and then apparently that's a sign for swingers, a pineapple. So there you go. Now you know. If you didn't learn anything from this show, you learned that. So there you go.
Make sure I don't have any pineapples in the background of my podcast anytime soon.
Yeah. Again, it's everybody takes things and you're just so because of gay people, I'm just never allowed to like a rainbow again. I just can never have any rainbow things without being called gay. Now with pineapples, it's I'm a swinger now just because I like how a pineapple looks. It's ridiculous, Casino. Stop taking innocent things and defiling them. That's not directed at you. That's directed at society. This has been the Only Sports Podcast. I'm Will. That's Casino over there. We'll be back. Let's see. This show's on Monday. Oh, we might be back Wednesday. We'll see.
I don't know.
I'm Will. That's Casino over there. Only Sports Podcast. Let us know below what you think of pineapples, rainbows, and the NFC South. Probably what I'm going to name this episode. We'll see you next time.
Adios.